there's a sense of urgency about this this 2017 ball club. I was just excited to see those guys get out there and continue to build on the momentum that we had moving forward, and to see those young guys what they look like in the mix.
I'm sure everybody's ahead of where they needed to be as opposed to last year. How far ahead of where, for James, how far ahead is he this year as he was last year?
Well, I think James is a lot more confident, and I think the kids are a lot more confident in him. The operations of what we're trying to do, I think he's got a good control over. Really, today, thought the defense got the better of it and kind of forced some mistakes, and we got to get those fixed moving forward.
What do you need to see out of James for him to kind of take that next step this year?
Oh, we've got to take care of the football. Like I said, he can make every throw, and the thing that we want to see throughout this fall practice is that we've been through a whole spring, and our defense has a good idea of what we're trying to do. I want to see them get us out of bad place. You know what I mean? Because they're rolling coverages, and they've got a good idea of who we are and what we're trying to get accomplished. Right now, it's about competition. We're not, we'll start getting ready for Michigan State or whoever as we get closer to that ball game. Right now, it's about playing each other and evaluating talent. So I like to see him, to answer your question, just try to get us in and out of a better place.
What you saw today with the mistakes, was that stuff that the defense was creating or just that the offense was making?
I think the defense did a good job of creating turnovers, and a lot of that was I think what you saw is the speed in which they played. I think you saw a lot of guys that were sure of themselves and weren't thinking as much as they were last year. When those balls are tipped and up in the air, they're in position to make those picks and make those turnovers. So that was a positive. That was good to see. Still a lot of work to do, but definitely a good start.
Is there any significance to going at 8 o'clock in the morning on the first day?
Academic orientation.
Okay, so
yeah. We'll generally go, if we're going 2 days, we'll have one early, AM practice, and we'll come back in the afternoon.
Okay.
But if we're having one, we'll come back and we'll go in the afternoon. And then the reason behind that is we want to, these strength and conditioning guys, they're on you all the time about giving these kids a chance for their legs to recover. So we want to give them almost that full second day to get their legs back under them before we go again.
The backup quarterback battle, what do you see out of those three? Is there any clear-cut guy?
Well, what we'll do right now is we'll go in and we evaluated every throw today. We normally don't do that. Normally 7-on-7 and team that we take, and we get on video. We'll chart everything up, and hopefully within the next 7 to 8 days, I want to have that decision made.
Datron Guyton, well, just wide receivers in general. What kind of things does he bring to that room? And who do you expect, I guess, him to kind of elevate that group?
He brings some, he's a very confident young man, to say the least. He's got the physical attributes to complement that. He's a unique talent. Again, we've got to get him up to speed and what we're trying to do from a schematic standpoint. But he will definitely pose a few problems. But as a receiver, as a whole, we've got a good idea who Scotty Miller is. I think he kind of showed us that last year. The guy that I'm telling you, I'm excited about. His body just looks different. Is a Reading kid. I think he's set to have a really big year.